Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Now, oh wait, yeah, it's live now. There it is. It's on my YouTube channel. Oh, okay, so yep. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Now, oh wait, yeah. All right. So now we're live on the channel. Okay, so let's skip around for a little bit. Let's just talk about computers this time and what we were talking about earlier. What you want to do to your computer and upgrading your computer.
Oh, where I'm going to use pretty much take all my servers and personal computer and use SSD solid state drives as the main drive for the operating system. So it'll be faster and more secure. Then I'm going to set the computers up to use RAID 1. So the secondary hard drive, where I'll be storing all my data, will be basically mirrored to another hard drive. I'll put, say, a 2 terabytes as secondary drive. It will only show up as 1 terabyte because the other terabyte is getting identical mirror image of the one I'm actually accessing. So when I save a picture, it actually saves it on both single terabytes. So if one crashes, the other one still has 100% of the data. The
Right.
computer will let you know that one has crashed, figure out which one it is, put a new one in it, and the one that's already in there that's got the image and the data will automatically transfer the stuff back onto the new one you just put in, so you will not lose your data. Now, that's not 100% secure, because if you get a power surge and it comes in on that system, it can knock out all the hard drives. But it's...
It can kill your computer too.
That's what I'm saying. You can lose all your data, or you can lose the whole computer. But it gives you, increases your or decreases your chances of hard drive failure and losing all your data. Because if a hard drive crashes, that's the only one it's on, it's gone. But if you got two in there holding the same information, one crashes, you still got the other one, and you just replace the bad one. Plus,
So
it gives you a little bit more speed when you retrieve the information off that hard drive, because it's got it from two sources. It don't give you 2 terabytes of storage, but it gives you the data back to you a little quicker.
So once you, like, if you did RAID, couldn't you, like, do the cloud as well and have the stuff go up to the cloud so you won't lose the cloud? You won't lose the stuff if you have a...
That's true. That's when you do a backup.
Right.
Always 3, 2, 1 backups, what I believe in. 3 copies of everything. 2 copies are going to be local. 1 on your hard drive, 1 on your NAS or some kind of computer as a server to back up your data. Third backup, third copy, off-site, which would be the cloud.
On the cloud.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which they got
And
so many programs out. There's so many programs out there that you can get that you can make your own cloud. Say, for
Right.
instance, you and I build a computer as a server. I mail it to you, and you connect it up to your internet. We configure it so I can back up to it. You build a computer, send it to me, and I'll set it up here so your systems and all would back up here. That's our third
Right.
backup. So if yours crashes,
Right.
I can send you your data back. If mine all crashes,
Right.
my house burns down, my data's still sitting at your house.
Right.
Always believe in 3, 2, 1. 3 copies of everything, 2 copies of it is locally, and 1 copy is off site for safety so it won't be destroyed. Because if lightning
Okay.
strikes, it can knock out everything. It can knock out your main computer and your servers.
I know this is old news because of the Sony hack, but there is some speculation that the hack was an inside job. Uh,
Oh,
and it was not North Korea that actually did the hack. There was no, and we blamed it on North Korea, but now we are finding evidence of it being maybe a hacker inside of Sony Entertainment. What are your thoughts on that, Mike? What do you think if they find the person that actually did this? What do you think they're going to do to them? Because they lost a lot of data, like social security numbers, a lot of employee information, and I mean they lost a lot of. Well, they exposed a lot of stuff. They didn't lose anything, but they exposed a lot of stuff. Do you
well,
think that person will go to jail?
oh yeah, because for instance, like if you hacked into a place like that, um, Best Buy, Target, whatever place, and you got access to people's personal information, credit cards, IDs, and stuff like that. Well, they can get you on a identity theft for every name that you got,
Uh-huh.
and that's just start. That's just a start. Now it still can be Korea. It can be somebody inside that gave them the information how to get in, and the person or people that was inside, if there was any, didn't have the ability secure to be able to break into it from where they were at.
I actually feel sorry for North Korea because we blamed North Korea for this situation,
It still
and
can
North
be.
Korea
It can
so they
still.
didn't have nothing to do with it.
It could be. It can be. It could have been them over there that done it.
And then the next day, the very next day, or a couple days later, North Korea lost their internet, which they don't have a lot of internet. They have maybe 100. I was reading somewhere, HackerNews.com, I think it was, that they have less than 100 switches, or no more than 100 switches, or routers, or whatever. They don't have a lot of internet over in North Korea.
Right. But say you work for Best Buy, pretty up in Best Buy, real high up in.
Mm-hmm.
You had access to their servers. If you had that, and you were able to get information so a hacker can get in, and you gave that information to Korea, they can hack in from there. So if it did get traced back, it'd be traced back from over there, not
Yeah.
here.
Right.
So it still can be both parties. It can be somebody inside and Korea, somebody inside giving information to Korea.
That's true. That's true. Now, what happens if you had a VPN set up and the VPN was saying it was one location and you were at a different location? I mean, would they be able to find the perpetrator that did all this stuff, or would they not be able to find them?
That would depend on how well the VPN is set up, the VPN that you logged into.
Right.
If it's automatically encrypted from the VPN and you, but how secure is it when it gets within the intranet of the VPN structure? How
I mean,
secure is it there?
I tried a VPN through Avast. I use Avast as my my antivirus, and I tried a VPN, and I didn't like it because it was slowing my connection down. But when I went to check my IP address, it was telling me I was in Utah.
Yeah.
So it was working. It was telling me I was in Utah, though.
Windows 7, you can set up your own VPN and then log into it remotely somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That way, if you get on your laptop, your wife's new laptop, set up a VPN in your computer that you got there at the house.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you go out, you log into your VPN, even though you are using the cafe internet, but everything from your laptop to their wireless through the internet back to your IP is
Right.
scrambled. Then it
Right.
goes to wherever you're going.
Right. That would be
Now,
pretty interesting to do.
now what makes it slow is, say you got a slow internet connection at your house, say 5 megabytes up.
Yeah.
But you go to a coffee shop that's got 10. Well, let's say you got 20 megabytes download at your house. You go to a coffee shop that's got 30 megabytes. Well, you're not going to get 20. That's it, because it's got to go through your internet.
Right.
And that VPN that you logged into, if they got less than what you have, that's the fastest you're going to go.
Right.
Not the one that your Wi-Fi or whatever you tie into. All the channels that you go through, the lowest speed in that line of connection is the maximum you can go. So you just might have tied into a slow VPN.
Hmm.
Because I made a VPN on my own computer and tried it, and it worked great. You set up your password, your screen name, and everything.
Right.
I can even do it on my phone.
Right.
It has a VPN.
Yeah. 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 I mean that's the way to do things nowadays. I mean that's hackers can do that, and they could probably do 2 or 3 different VPNs depending on their connection and.
Yeah, they got jumpers. They got probably 12 different VPNs set up, and it just jumps between different ones all by itself. But on my phone and my laptops and stuff like that, and my tablets, I set up VPN not to be able to do any hacking, so I won't get hacked. And I know when I send email, whatever, it's secure, just like if I'm sitting in my own home.
Right.
Because when I check my IP on my phone, on my tablet, or my laptop, don't matter where I'm at, it's my home IP. And another advantage, say you got your laptop, your wife's new laptop, and you set up a printer.
Mm-hmm.
When you're sitting at that coffee shop and you logged into VPN at your home, you tell it to print, it's going to print on that printer at your house when you're sitting at the coffee shop, because it don't know that you're not at home. It checks an IP. It thinks you're home. And it will give you, if you got an IP, local IP 192.168.20.0, well, that's what you're going to get when you are out in a coffee shop. It's going to be 192.168.20. Whatever your router gives it. Just like you're sitting in your home. You can print, scan, whatever you do at home, you can do there.
Right.
Which is,
Because you're on that VPN.
that's what a lot of companies will do if they are like a mobile service in the car. They will have a VPN, and if they need to print something out, like I do now, I do it myself on my phone. I accept credit cards on my phone, and somebody says, "Well, I want a hard copy of that." Fine, we'll mail you one. I get back in the van after everything's done, leave their home, go down the street, sit in a parking lot somewhere, and go ahead and take that invoice and tell it to print. When I get home, it's on the printer already printed. All I got to do, take it, fold it up, mail it to them. I can handwrite one, but my handwriting is not the best. But if they prefer me to have one right then, I'll write one. But it's very convenient to have that.
Hmm. And you know, I mean, the safest. What do you think is the safest way for people to have computers and not have anything stolen from their data or from their computer? Or what do you think? How should they secure all that stuff besides the 1, 2, 3 like we talked about? I mean, should we watch where we're going on websites and doing what we're doing? And
Yeah, but that will not be 100%. Really, nothing is 100%. But you always have to watch where you're going. Now, if you want 100%, don't buy the computer in the first place. If you ain't got it, you can't lose it. But you have to take every measure that you can, that's available to you, that you can afford, and put it in place. Like using VPN. The VPN is not for just mobile. Even the police department uses VPN. So when the patrol cars are out in the field riding around, they're still tied in to the system at the police station. That's how they can look up the records, because they're still logged into the main system.
right.
Because if they didn't, if you think about it, every time somebody gets arrested, it goes into the computer at the office, at the police station. If you got 60, 70 cars, how all that information is going to get in them computers before the patrol driver or whatever police officer actually goes on patrol? Are you going to have to sit there and punch in that information that that particular person just got arrested in all of them? Nope. You know how long that would take? That person be out on bail by the time you get finished with all the cars. That's why they use VPN, so it will tie into the main police station. So when somebody punches in, when an officer's out riding around and somebody gets arrested at the police station and they punch it in the computer at the police station, each officer in their car will be able to have that information instantly because it's tied into the system that it just got put into at the police station. And if he pulls somebody over and punches it into the computer, everybody at the station and all the other officers out there in the car with the computer has that information as well. That's why you say, well, you just got pulled over about an hour ago, because it's already in his computer. He knows when he brings up your license plate. He don't have to call it in on the radio. It's just a matter of tying everything together and make it secure as possible. And if he pulls somebody over and punches it into the computer,
I don't know, this wonderful person. Hmm.
yeah, I was thinking about starting pulling that wire through the house for all the new server. We're relocating the servers, but I got to go back bowling tomorrow night,
Yeah.
and I haven't been in 2 weeks, so I don't want to be crawling all up in the attic and all that before I go bowling. I might start Saturday. You want to drop by and help me?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead and leave now. You'll be here.
I can be there in less than 24 hours, I would think, if I drove all night long. But then I would have to sleep at least.
Like I said, if you leave now, then you drive, and then when by the time you get here and get you some sleep, it will be Saturday. But yeah, I'll probably start at well. Yeah, I'll probably start at Saturday. I want to, have it done. I'm so excited to have it done. I want to go ahead and do it now, but I just got to tackle it to the point where when I unplug, I can plug it back in the same day and have everything up and running. I got to put the wall jacks in and everything. And I'm thinking about go get my kids another Xbox wireless control, game control.
Yeah, that's what I got on this. This is a wireless. I got it plugged in, so it's charging, but it's a wireless.
So that's what I want to do, so that I can put the console actually in that closet, so they can grab the controls, open up the door, and just let it stay open, and play the game. Then when they're done, they can just lay the controls back in the closet.
Yeah.
Unless I got to run wire, well, still got to run the wires from there to the TV.
Right.
So I probably end up putting a box there next to the TV and put the cable, telephone, and internet and set it up there. I could go get a box that's wireless and send it signal to the TV, but I don't think I'm going to go all that. Be nice, but I'm going to be changing TVs anyway. I'm going to go get me a 42-inch flat screen. And I'm going to probably do that probably February or March, as soon as I get all this done. It's going to be nice to have it all wired up. Telephone and internet, make it and set it up there. I still got one more security camera I got to put up to change out. I got one that's a dome camera, and the night vision just it ain't working. If it's nice weather tomorrow, I might at least get the trailer ready so I can go get the wood and all. Or I might just take this whole weekend and just move all the opponents. Build the walls, shelves, move the servers and all. At least get everything up here working, and then I can, if I get all that down there, get the servers down there and all that, the modem and the router, the DVR, the switch, the gigabit switch and stuff, and get internet back up here so I can plug them in the studio. I can run wires to each room later after that. but I just got to crawl under the house and run cable, television cable, and blah 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 and all that, and get up in the attic. I got to have at least two cable lines coming from outside, one strictly for internet and one for cable.
I'm reading something on the internet that someone just posted, and I'm talking to him in chat on Facebook, and I can't discuss it, but this guy is surely immature, and it happens to be where I go to church, but it happens to be in Illinois area, and my aunt and uncle are the pastors at the church.
Hmm.
So this guy is disgracing my family, basically. So I don't know. This guy just I don't know. I think he just needs a lot of love, and he been left out.
So what you got planned for the new year?
Well, I decided my New Year's resolution was to go to church more. It is to spend more time with my wife. Um, and get better with God. That's what I think. That's what I'm going to do with my New Year.
All sounds like a great things to do.
My New Year's resolution was to go to church more. A major a-hole. This guy. I don't know. I guess I'll call my aunt. I won't call her. I'll just.
Yeah, so on Facebook, which I didn't know that they did because I really never used Facebook except to post pictures, videos, chat with people that follow me, which is that's all I ever did. Um, then I started getting in, watching and looking up groups that they have on Facebook, which I got invited into two of them, which is local here, where they have meetings on a weekly basis. It's a network where they invite all these business owners together to mingle with each other and talk and see if my service that I do, my kind of business, what I do, will it attribute to somebody else's business. Like say, hey, I have and own a insurance company. Sometimes we need a heating and air company to come out there and figure out what's wrong with the unit that's been damaged or what it can be fixed, how much it's going to blah 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 blah, all that stuff. So I get jobs from him because he can use my service, which I have got jobs from this network, and they don't. And one of the networks, they don't charge anything to be in the network. Mm-hmm. One of them charges like $35, $40 a month, and I said, well, I can't dedicate myself, guarantee that I'm going to be at the meetings. Now, if I can be at every meeting, some of them have them twice a week, but I can't guarantee that I'm going to be there. So I don't feel that I'm going to get into that one because it'd be wasting money.
Right.
And the other one, basically doing the same thing. I mean, I can't really see much difference between the two. except I have to pay for one and the other one I don't. And they have both of them have meetings each week. The one that I don't have to pay for, and is the only one that I go to now, is the only one that I got jobs from. The very first job I got was over $1,000 job.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's just sad how people put stuff up on the internet that they shouldn't, if they have a grievance with someone, they should go and talk to them. And from what this person was writing, they did try to, but the person ignored them. And
and as I have been invited to that network, and I have liked their page, it sends a notification to me, which I knew it would.
right.
But now when I go on my page and it has a little on the left bar, it says, where it says your friends and acquaintances and blah 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 blah. It also has events up there now because I actually joined some groups. Not only when I click on that, it shows the group latest activity on the ones that I have joined. It has a list underneath that. It says other nearby groups, and it shows their next event and all that. So there's a lot of things going on in my town that I don't know about, but now I do because I can actually say, join it, and it will send me a notification. Just like the restaurant Chili's, they got one called Cars and Coffee. They're going to have a lot of old cars or whatever there. They're going to give free donuts and coffee, and the lunch specials they're going to have discounted. They're going to have a raffle and all that stuff like that. I like to be able to go to and didn't know it was even exist. I hadn't heard on the radio, hadn't seen no flyers, nothing. I would not known about it unless I rode by and still wouldn't know what it is because I just see a whole bunch of old cars parked there. Which in this town, that happens pretty often. You'll see a dozen old cars sitting in a parking lot somewhere where some old fellas or young fellas or whatever got some old cars and they just get together every now and then and never know where it's going to be. And all my equipment, I'm going to actually broadcast it live because I got a lot of new equipment to be mobile now. I brought a charger that charges my phone battery that you plug in the wall. It's like a battery pack. You just sit the battery right in it and plug it in a wall. It's a little box about like 2.5 by 3.5 inches. I brought that, 3 batteries, and a cord that plugs inside of that charger that you can plug your phone in. So you can plug your phone in and charge it, and you can be charging another battery at the same time. But I got 3 batteries, wall charger, and a cable to plug into my phone to charge it at the same time for less than $10.
Where'd you get that at?
And I said, I saw it on there. It's on eBay. And I saw it, and I said, okay, 3 batteries. That alone is going to run more than $10, at least. But that's the price they had. And I even sent them a message. They said, no, that's the price. We just brought in bulk. Yeah. I said, okay, if that's it. And I said, you sure it's for my phone? He said, what's your model number? He looked up. He said, yep. So I ordered it. Got the charger, the batteries, and the cable and everything here. First thing I did, I looked at the plug and see if it was the right plug to plug in my phone, which it was. took the other end, which is USB, plugged it in the computer. It started charging the phone, no problem, just like my other cord does. I said, okay, that's one down. Plugged in the charger in the wall, plugged the USB into the side of it, see if it would charge my phone, which it did. I said, okay, now let's see if it'll charge the battery. I charged the battery. I said, now let's see if it's the right batteries for my phone. It works. I can take my battery and put it in there. Now, the 3 batteries I got is not as strong as the one I have. The one I got, say it's like, I don't know what it is, but give you a ballpark, say 6,000 milliamps. The ones I got is 3,000 milliamps. Yeah, pussy. But still, 3 batteries, charger, and a cord and all for less than $10. And I took one of them batteries and put it in my phone, and I used it all day. It lasted all day just as much as the other phone battery did. Mm-hmm. So that's 4 batteries I got. So I can charge all them bad boys up, charge them 3 up. Oh, and it comes with a cigarette lighter charger as well.
Nice.
Where I can plug my phone into a cigarette lighter, which I already have one, but still, I got 2 plugged. I got a cigarette lighter and a, what they call it, power plug.
Right.
Even though it is nothing but a cigarette lighter, it's just no cigarette lighter in it. It's just a plug. But that gives me 3 batteries reserved with the battery already in the phone. So I can charge my phone overnight, charge them 3 batteries, and go to a event that's going on and broadcast that sucker all day long in HD with no problem with all the batteries. And I also got one of them selfie sticks, 4-foot, that you can put the phone on the end. Mm-hmm. So I can actually have the phone 6 feet above my, say about 5.5 feet above my head if I wanted to. And one of the programs or apps, if you want to call it, I use Bamboozer to broadcast. It's just one of them. They have it now in the app where you can actually tell it to use your Bluetooth earpiece for the audio. So the phone can be on the end of the 4-foot stick that's 5.5 feet above my head looking at a crowd or whatever may be going on. But when I talk, the audio is coming from me, not the speaker or the microphone on the phone itself. So I won't have to yell or whatever. I can just talk normal, and it'd be just like if I'm actually holding the phone in my hand and talking into it for my audience that's actually watching. I have not tried it and see if that works, and also I brought me a battery, what do they call it, a power pack that you charge, which is nothing but a battery. Then you can charge your phone out in the field without having to have a power source like cigarette lighter or a 115 volt outlet. So basically I probably can broadcast all day on an event without having to worry about the phone dying. And I do believe I'm going to check. Don't know if it is or not, but I'm going to check. I do believe my earpiece, Bluetooth, yep, it's actually the same plug as well. So all of it will charge my phone or my Bluetooth earpiece. So I can plug in the Bluetooth into the power pack and recharge it while I'm actually using the phone close enough where I can talk into it.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, because I got tired of the battery dying and I have to go find a place to charge, sit in my car, blah, blah, blah. But if I go like downtown, I'm not going to walk back to my car. I'm not going to go into a coffee shop or whatever every time or try to find a spot to plug in.
Right.
I might as well just have which only thing I'm missing. I even I got my wife a new Galaxy phone, and since she don't use her own phone now, and it's a smartphone, I wiped it out and put in nothing but the programs to broadcast with. So if I got access to a Wi-Fi, I can use it instead.
Hmm.
And it takes the same plug as my phone does. So I can broadcast with it if I want to give my big phone a rest. The only thing I'm missing is a carrying bag for all of it. I hadn't found one that I'm really satisfied or think that will work efficiently. That has a nice strap on it and have enough pockets and all that to carry everything.
Hmm.
I got it in my regular everyday bag, which has my clipboard, my laptop, all the chargers and everything, my tablet, my scheduling book. I mean, it's got to weigh at least 20 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see me carrying that around on a shoulder strap when I've got an event going on. I want some kind of a small bag that has nothing but my broadcasting equipment in it.
Right.
And I think that I'm going to go to Walmart tomorrow and see if I can find one. Something that would be probably, you know what the ideal thing would be? Is a backpack. So I can put it on both shoulders.
I have a backpack for well, I don't have a 17-inch laptop anymore, but I got a backpack for my wife's 15.6 laptop, and it'll work just fine with it. It's got a strap to strap it in, and
That's what I'm saying. I think instead of a bag, like a computer bag, with one strap, I think a backpack, like a school backpack style, that goes over both shoulders that will hold the weight. I think that would be the best thing. Because if I lean to the right, and if it's on my right shoulder, it's going to slide off. But if it's a backpack, it's not going anywhere.
right.
I think that's going to be the best. Pretty much if I can find a small backpack or a normal, regular size one that is built with a good enough amount of pockets in it. Because I don't want to just put everything in one place. I want multiple pockets in it that will hold all my equipment. I don't want no 8-inch pockets and I got a 3-inch battery and it's going to be flopping around everywhere.
Hmm.
And I know they make one somewhere. I just got to find it.
All right. Well, it's probably past my bedtime, so
Well, it's what, 10:30?
yeah, 11:30 your time.
Yeah.
Well, let's hang this one up, and tomorrow we'll start again. Well, I don't know. Tomorrow you got bowling tomorrow, don't you?
Tomorrow night.
Well, we could do one during the day.
Yeah.
What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday, right?
Friday the 2nd.
It is already. So I think my wife's gonna go grocery shopping, and I gotta pay a few bills, and
That's what I'm going to be doing Monday. Take my wife to the grocery store, and I said, call me when you got your grocery basket full, and I'll come pick you up.
yeah, right.
And I told her one day, I said, now, she thought I was joking. I said, honey, it's the middle of the summer. I'm going to drop you off, and I want you to fill up 2 baskets.
Mm-hmm.
She says, what? And my son and my son and one of my daughters was going to go with her. Because, they're going to pick out their drinks and snacks and whatnot. They got to be there.
Right.
So she didn't have to push the baskets by herself. Pretty much, they were pushing them, one each, and her picking out, whatever. And she called me about 2.5 hours later and said, I'm getting ready to check out.
Oh my
She
God.
took a picture, and them baskets were about that much
Over the top.
above the top.
Yeah.
And I said, that's exactly what I wanted to do. And the reason why, because while she was at the grocery store, I had a new refrigerator delivered. So when she came home, she had plenty of room because she kept on complaining. All these groceries are not going to fit, honey. I said, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. But she didn't expect a brand new, refrigerator. She come home, she looked at it. Oh, she dropped them bags and gave me a big hug and all that, blah, blah. And I looked at her and said, I love you. I said, well, now, what's for dinner?
Yeah.
I had steak, baked potatoes, green bean casserole, applesauce, pickles, bread, rolls. Oh, she cooked it up, buddy.
Hmm. Yeah.
But that was part of her, not birthday or present or Christmas or anything. I just did it because we didn't need it. I just
What'd you do
make
with
it
the old
easy.
one? Did you make that the freezer? Did
Huh?
you make the old refrigerator the freezer?
No, I just gave it away. Somebody needed it, gave it away. I put it on Craigslist, free. Works. Nothing wrong with it. Just wanted a bigger one.
Just what to do. That's
Because
what
I got, it was getting to the point the kids were getting to be teenagers, and when they were not teenagers, they were not eating that much. So one
Right.
refrigerator would hold it. But you know how teenagers are.
Right.
You go grocery shopping, you take the food out of the bags to put in the refrigerator. They come in 5 minutes later, take the stuff out of the refrigerator and put it back on the table and eat it.
Right.
So you don't even have to plug up the refrigerator. But since they got older and they eat more and, pretty much all day, so we had to have more sitting there. So that's what we've been doing ever since.
Hmm.
And makes it less, because if we kept the old refrigerator, we would have to go to the grocery store 2 or 3 times a week. And I just didn't have that time during the summer. During the school time, it's not that bad because they didn't eat much, because 2 meals they were eating at school. They just come home for dinner. That was it.
Hmm.
But I don't want to keep you because you said you got to go to bed, which is understandable since it is the time it is. And if we talk about about 5-7 minutes, we'll have an hour show because it's been going for 52 minutes.
52 minutes. 52 minutes?
52 minutes, yep.
That's a long time. That's a
That's
good
how long.
show.
I'm looking on your YouTube channel, and that's what it's saying right now, 52 minutes.
Wow.
So we're making an hour show out of it, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Sometimes
I'm going to get, huh?
sometimes the people have, hour and 52 minutes, hour and 3 hours, 2 hours.
I saw one yesterday at 6 hours.
6 hours.
Before he cut it up and all, but it lasted in real time 6 hours. I'm not even going to say his name. I don't want even people to go over there.
Yeah.
I'm not even the ones that we were listening to earlier. Yeah, that one of them.
Oh,
gee. Yeah, I think we should do this more often like we used to.
all right.
I don't know where, you have to get up with Rick.
I think we need to get Rick and Mike and everybody else back into it too. I mean,
Yeah.
Rick can still do his little radio show, but he needs to get back into this too. So
I haven't seen him much on the radio part. The only thing I don't like is he broadcasts on Just Cast, and it does not have in place where you can put an email and it will notify all the people that you're following or all the people that are following you. It will not notify them. So the only way you know if somebody's broadcasting on there that you are following is go look.
Yeah.
That's right. So I go on there Saturday nights and look.
Yeah.
Sometimes he is, sometimes he's not.
Hmm.
And he does not broadcast on Vaughn Live, because if he did, I would get a notification. He's pretty much on Just Cast. But I used to broadcast on Monday nights at 8 o'clock my time on Ustream, talking about heating and air.
Right.
Well, I don't do it on Ustream anymore. I do it on my YouTube. Since I can broadcast and I don't have to answer all the questions myself that people have, I got at least 9 people that can answer the question, or even the people that's in the chat room can answer it.
Uh,
And I have sometimes maxed out a Hangout with 10 people, with 10 or 12 people watching that cannot get in because it's full.
huh.
So, do you follow my Heat and Air channel?
I used to.
But yeah, it's on Monday nights, 7 o'clock at your time.
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna start doing that.
But we have start at 8 o'clock. We're 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock your time.
Uh-huh.
And then we continue the Hangout past that time, but it don't go live. We do it live for an hour. Also, I have since it's my Hangout, I'm giving away something every week for free.
Uh-huh.
And the only requirement that is for you to get on the list of possibility is make a comment on the week before Hangout that's on my page. So to get in, to be in the drawing next Monday night, you have to go make a comment on the broadcast we had last Monday.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take all them names and see how many it is. Say there's 15 people that made comments. Then I'm going to go to random.org, which they have a random number picker on their page. Put in how many there is, hit the button, and whatever number comes up, that's the winner. But I don't know. I've already got the prize for this coming up Monday. I went and got it today. It's a cordless drill. And I told him, I said, at first I told him it's going to be heating and air related. I said, well, maybe not. I said, I'm just going to leave it wide open. I can get anything. So you never know what it's going to be. Because if I say it's going to be heat and air, pretty much you can narrow it down almost what it's going to be. But if it's wide open, it can be anything.
Right.
But I got to get stuff that everybody can use. But we have 1 minute and 30 seconds for it to be an hour broadcast.
Oh, wow.
Yeehaw! We should set a certain day aside, 1 day a week, that we have a weekly broadcast hangout.
Well, when can you do it? What's the day you can do?
Monday I cannot. Sunday night I cannot. Tuesday is okay. Wednesday's okay. Thursday's okay. Friday, Saturday, I doubt it, because my wife and I, since the kids are older now, we go out on Saturday nights.
Ooh.
Just to get away from everything and just hang out.
Uh-huh.
So pretty much Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday looks like any one of them nights. We pick one of them nights and make it consistently every week. Now, that's not saying we can't make hangouts in between, but it will be at least that one per week.
Okay.
Dedicate it to that. Then if you think of something, we sit here talking and say, hey, man, that sounds like a good hangout conversation to make a video of. You start a video, we'll talk about it, maybe 15, 30 minutes. It don't have to be an hour.
Yeah.
But at least the one that we dedicate to Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, let it be at least an hour. And come up with a subject to talk about.
Well, if I go back to church on Wednesdays, it wouldn't be until after 9 o'clock Wednesday.
Which would be 8 o'clock my time, so that's no big deal.
8 o'clock. Well, let's see. Let me think about this for a minute. 6 o'clock is church. 7 o'clock. By the time we get home, it'd be after 9. So yeah, it'd be after 9.
So pretty much you're going to have to start it basically at 10 o'clock, really, to get it on the hour.
Yeah.
10 to 11. But there's still Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
That's available if you want to do it one of them days.
I mean, we could do it on Tuesday too. I mean, it don't matter to me.
Let's do it on Tuesday then.
Oh.
What time you want to start? Your time.
My time. What time is Tuesday? Tuesday, my time, 7 o'clock.
All right. That'd be Tuesday at 8 for me then, which works great because I got one on Monday night at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Then I just do one on Tuesday, 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So keeping it all consistent of, instead, the only one different will be, well, I might change the one on Sunday from 9 and back it up to 8
Mm-hmm.
because I record the audio of the church, just a sermon, the 30 minutes from like 11:30 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
And I put that up on Spreaker every week. But I can go to church, go eat, then go put that up at 3 or 4 o'clock and tell it to only go live at 6, which I like that because it has a time scheduler on it. I can put one up now and tell it to go live on next Sunday. And nobody be able to see it until then. I like that.
Do that.
I don't have to broadcast it live.
Yeah, you can do it on Hangout. Yeah, I like that too.
No, I'm saying the Spreaker.
Oh yeah. You can do it on
Just
Spreaker.
the audio. I can go ahead and set it up, put it up online, and at 6 o'clock it will go live. It will be available for people to listen to. I don't have to sit there and play it at 6 o'clock. It will automatically do it by itself.
Wow.
So I can go to church, eat, and then go up there at 2 or 3. No, come in here at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, upload the video audio, and set it, tell it to go at 6 o'clock. It'll go, be available. I don't have to be here, no nothing. It automatically does it. So that means I have time from 3 o'clock until 7 or whatever and get ready for the actually till 8 o'clock and be able to do a live show at 8 on my YouTube channel, which if you want to come to that, I'll be there. That'll be nothing but religious stuff on that.
Yeah.
And it might be only a 30-minute show. I don't know. Depends on what topic we'd be talking about.
Okay.
So pretty much Sunday night at 8, Monday night at 8, Tuesday night at 8.
Okay.
That's what my schedule will be. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change it back to 8. I had it at 8 one time, but I had something else going on Sunday nights. So I guess until next time, I guess we stop this broadcast and say good night.
All right. Well.